Protect him at all costs. These 5 words spoken by Kim Taehyung, known worldwide simply as V of BTS, have sent the entire K-pop community spiraling into confusion, fear, and emotional panic. Why did he say it? Who is he protecting, and protecting from what? These questions exploded across Twitter, TikTok, and Korean forums within minutes after Taehyung's mysterious late-night message went live. And the name at the center of the storm is none other than Jungkook. The golden magne of BTS has always been a source of fascination for fans and media alike. He is one of the most recognizable faces on Earth, a cultural force who has broken music records, shattered YouTube view counts, sold out stadiums, and become a global symbol of South Korean excellence. But in 2025, the name Jungkook carries a new tone, darker, heavier, and surrounded by unspoken tension. Since his military enlistment, Jungkook has kept a low profile, surfacing only occasionally through official updates from HYB. Fans believed he was safe and focused on his duty, waiting patiently until BTS reunites after their scheduled military completion in June 2025. But Taehyung's emotional warning has rekindled a disturbing concern. Something might be happening behind the scenes that HYB does not want the world to know. The warning appeared without context, without location, and without explanation. It came from Taehyung himself, someone who does not speak cryptically without reason. His personality has always been honest, warm, and mysterious at times, but never reckless. So when he wrote, "Protect him at all costs," millions of fans collectively held their breath. The message disappeared minutes later, adding to the chaos. Why delete it? Was he silenced? Was he threatened? Or was it something far more serious, something personal? The timing raises red flags across every layer of the industry. Just days before Taehyung's message, Jungkook shocked fans by climbing to number 4 in the top 100 most handsome faces of K-pop 2025, even during his military service hiatus. It was a ranking that stirred jealousy and controversy within the idol world. Rookie fans of newly debuted boy groups questioned why BTS members, who have not been active as a full group since 2022, are still dominating public rankings, media searches, and brand influence. Ahaf's JL, a newcomer who ranked number 3 in the same list, became the center of aggressive fan discussions, and suddenly, BTS was dragged into a heated debate they never asked for. Competitions in K-pop are common. Rivalries are not unusual. But this time, something feels different. Rivalry has turned into tension. Tension has turned into narrative war. And somewhere in that firestorm, Jungkook has become a target. When the military service act revision in 2020 allowed BTS to defer enlistment until age 30, the government justified its decision by acknowledging BTS as a national cultural asset contributing significantly to the global influence of Korea. But not everyone agreed with this decision. There have always been anti-fans, rival fandoms, and even groups within the industry who resented BTS for their global dominance. Now, with BTS temporarily inactive due to military service, those jealous shadows are finally stepping forward, and they are hungry. The military hiatus that began in 2022 and lasted until June 2025 has created the most vulnerable timeline in BTS history. For the first time in a decade, the group could not directly address rumors, confront controversies, or defend themselves. HYB remained protective but selective in statements, refusing to respond to smear campaigns and online attacks unless absolutely necessary. Yet Taehyung's sudden emotional message makes one thing clear: silence is no longer enough. Fans are connecting pieces of a puzzle nobody realized existed until now. For months, Jungkook's name has appeared in a growing series of strange, troubling news cycles. Anonymous accounts have repeatedly claimed he was isolated, stressed, or being watched. Leaked photos claim to show Jungkook in unauthorized locations, fueling allegations of privacy invasion. And then came the whisper, someone was leaking information about him from inside the system. Was Taehyung reacting to something specific that happened to Jungkook? Was he warning ARMY that someone somewhere is targeting their youngest member? This isn't an ordinary celebrity rumor cycle. This story digs deeper into industry politics, psychological pressure, online sabotage, and the rising competition from new K-pop agencies that want to dethrone BTS once and for all. Ahof's rise to fame in July 2025 with their EP Who We Are, selling 369,850 copies in the first week, sent a shockwave across the industry. People began calling them monster rookies, and within days, they secured a music show win on the show. Suddenly, a rivalry narrative between BTS and AHOF began trending online, despite the fact that BTS is not even active right now. And then, the unbelievable happened. JL, an AHOF member, ranked above Jungkook in the Handsome Faces list. Not a true threat, but fuel for rivalry fans. Within hours, shadow accounts began spreading edited images and personal attacks against Jungkook. It escalated rapidly, and social media saw a wave of hate attempting to rewrite history. Jungkook is over. Military destroyed his career. He will never return stronger than JL. It was vicious, and it was organized. S.O. when Taehyung suddenly wrote, "Protect him at all costs." ARMY knew exactly who he meant. The outcry wasn't just emotional, it was an explosion. And now, the truth is starting to come out. The hours following Taehyung's message were unlike anything the fandom had seen since BTS announced their military enlistment. ARMYs flooded social media platforms demanding answers from HYB. The hashtag #ProtectJungkook stayed at the top of X, Twitter, trends in more than 47 countries for over 18 hours, while Korean portals like Naver experienced a surge in traffic as users anxiously searched for updates on Jungkook's condition. Fear, anger, confusion, all collided in real time. Something serious was happening, something hidden, but silence ruled from HYB's side. There was no official statement, no explanation, no soft reassurance. The absence of a response only fueled more suspicion. Fans began digging. If this warning from Taehyung sounded desperate, emotional, and urgent, then what triggered it? A Korean military insider account claimed Jungkook had recently been followed during his permitted leave period. At first, people dismissed this as another baseless rumor. Idols are often trailed by paparazzi and obsessive private fans known as sasaengs, and Jungkook had already dealt with extreme invasions of privacy in the past, from hidden airport recordings to illegal GPS tracking devices planted on his car. But this time the reports carried a darker implication. He wasn't just being followed. Someone was monitoring him, waiting for him. The claim emerged from Korean forums late at night, where an anonymous post described a suspicious incident involving a soldier referred to as J. The account described a scene outside a quiet neighborhood in Gangnam where the soldier appeared to be communicating nervously with someone on the phone, while a black unlicensed sedan remained parked across the street with two unidentified men inside. When approached by locals, the men drove away. Days later, online detectives tied the story to Jungkook, stating that his schedule had placed him in Gangnam on that exact day. Could this single incident have triggered Taehyung's warning? The timing certainly aligned. Yet the deeper question remains, why would Taehyung choose to speak publicly? Why risk violating military conduct guidelines that strongly discourage soldiers from engaging in public disputes? Why jeopardize both his military reputation and HYB's carefully maintained silence? Because he had no other choice. Industry watchers believe Taehyung's message was a quiet rebellion against something much bigger, an unspoken threat that HYB either refused to confront or could not expose. Taehyung is known for his fierce loyalty. He has always protected Jungkook like a younger brother. Their bond, formed when they became trainees as teenagers, is one of the strongest emotional threads inside BTS. So if Taehyung chose to speak, it means a line had been crossed, one that demanded the world's attention.